Transforming challenges into beauty, the art of terracing a backyard slope. A sloping backyard can present both challenges and opportunities for homeowners. While uneven terrain may seem like an obstacle to creating a functional and attractive outdoor space, with the right approach, a sloped yard can be transformed into a stunning multi-level landscape. Terracing, the practice of creating a series of flat platforms or steps along a hillside, is a time-honored solution that not only makes steep ground more usable, but also opens up a world of design possibilities. In this videos, we'll explore the benefits, considerations, and creative ideas for terracing a backyard slope, turning what might be seen as a landscape liability into a unique asset. The benefits of terracing. Before delving into the how-tos of terracing, it's important to understand why this landscaping technique is so valuable for sloped properties. Erosion control. One of the primary reasons to terrace a slope is to mitigate erosion. Unchecked, a steep hillside can experience significant soil loss due to rainfall and runoff, which not only depletes the land of nutrients but can also cause instability and damage to structures. Terraces slow the flow of water, allowing it to percolate into the soil rather than carrying topsoil away. Increased usable space. A steep slope can render large portions of a backyard unusable for gardening, recreation, or outdoor living. By creating level areas through terracing, homeowners can reclaim this space for patios, garden beds, play areas, or even small orchards. Improved accessibility. Navigating a sharply inclined yard can be difficult and even dangerous. Terracing, when combined with steps or winding pathways, makes every part of the landscape more accessible, allowing for easier maintenance and enjoyment of the entire property. Enhanced aesthetic appeal. Beyond practical benefits, terraces add visual interest and a sense of order to sloped landscapes. The interplay of vertical and horizontal planes creates depth, while the reveal of climbing or descending through the yard adds an element of discovery and drama. Microclimates and planting opportunities. Different levels of a terraced yard may experience varying degrees of sun exposure, wind, and moisture retention. These microclimates allow for a diverse range of planting options, from sun-loving herbs on upper terraces to shade-tolerant ferns in lower, protected areas. Planning your terrace landscape. Successful terracing begins with thoughtful planning. Here are key factors to consider. Slope analysis. The degree of slope will influence both the design and construction methods for your terraces. A gentle slope less than 15 degrees may only require simple berms or landscape timber retaining walls. Moderate slopes 15 to 30 degrees typically call for more substantial retaining structures, while steep slopes over 30 degrees demand professional engineering to ensure stability. Soil type and drainage. Understanding your soil composition is crucial. Clay soils retain water and may require additional drainage solutions to prevent waterlogging behind retaining walls. Sandy soils, while draining more freely, may be less stable and require reinforcement. Conducting a percolation test can help determine how quickly water moves through your soil. Sun and shade patterns. Observe how sunlight travels across your property throughout the day and across seasons. This information will guide plant selection and the placement of features like vegetable gardens or seating areas that benefit from specific light conditions. View lines and focal points. Consider what you can see from different vantage points on the property. Terracing offers opportunities to frame desirable views or screen less appealing ones. Think about creating focal points, a specimen tree, a water feature, or an artful structure that draw the eye through the landscape. Access and circulation. How will you and others move through the terraced yard? Plan for comfortable stairs, ramps, or gently sloping paths that connect different levels while also considering how you'll transport gardening equipment or outdoor furniture to various areas. Long-term vision. While it's tempting to focus on immediate results, terracing is an investment in your property's future. Consider how your needs and the landscape itself might evolve over time. Plan for the mature size of plants, potential additions like an outdoor kitchen or studio, and ongoing maintenance requirements. Retaining wall options. The backbone of any terrace landscape is its retaining walls. These structures hold back soil to create level platforms and can range from utilitarian to ornamental. Here are some popular materials and their characteristics. Natural stone. Whether dry stacked or mortared, stone walls offer timeless beauty and durability. They blend seamlessly with the landscape and can support native plant life in their crevices. However, stone walls are labor-intensive to build and can be costly, especially if the stone must be transported from elsewhere. Concrete blocks. Interlocking concrete blocks or segmental retaining wall systems are a versatile, relatively affordable option. Available in various colors and textures, they can mimic the look of natural stone while being easier to install. Many systems are designed for DIY construction, though walls over 4 feet generally require professional expertise. Poured concrete. For modern aesthetics or situations demanding maximum strength, poured concrete walls may be appropriate. They can be formed into curves or straight lines and finished with techniques like board forming or stucco for visual interest. Concrete walls almost always require professional installation due to the need for steel reinforcement and proper drainage. Timber. Pressure-treated lumber or naturally rot-resistant woods like cedar or redwood can create rustic, organic-looking walls suitable for heights up to about 4 feet. While generally less expensive than masonry, timber walls have a shorter lifespan and may eventually need replacement. Gabions. These wire mesh baskets filled with rock, concrete chunks, or other dense materials are gaining popularity for their industrial chic look and excellent drainage properties. Gabions can be stacked to impressive heights and offer the opportunity to repurpose local or recycled materials. Terracing techniques and design ideas. With a solid understanding of the basics, let's explore some creative approaches to terracing that can make your sloped backyard truly exceptional. Curved terraces. While straight terrace walls have their place, gentle curves can soften the landscape and create a more natural, flowing appearance. Curves also have the structural advantage of added stability against the pressure of the soil behind them. Staggered levels. Rather than a simple stair-step arrangement, consider offsetting your terraces so that each level overlaps the one below. This creates a more dynamic visual rhythm and allows for interesting planting pockets or built-in seating along retaining walls. Living walls. Integrate planting pockets directly into retaining walls or choose wall systems designed with planting in mind. Cascading ground covers, succulents, or even edibles like strawberries can transform a structural necessity into a vertical garden. Water features. The sound of moving water adds ambience to any outdoor space, and terraced yards provide natural opportunities for fountains, waterfalls, or meandering streams that travel from one level to the next. These features can also help manage runoff in an aesthetically pleasing way. Outdoor rooms. Designate different terraces for specific functions to create a sense of journey through the landscape. An upper terrace with a shade structure and comfortable seating might serve as an alfresco dining area, while a lower level could house a fire pit and Adirondack chairs for stargazing. Edible landscaping. Sunny terraces are ideal for raised vegetable beds, herb spirals, or compact fruit trees. Not only does this make efficient use of space, but it also puts the harvest within easy reach. Consider incorporating a small greenhouse or cold frames to extend the growing season. Meadow and prairie planting. For larger properties or areas where intensive terracing isn't feasible, consider a naturalistic approach. Stabilize slopes with native grasses and wildflowers that require little maintenance once established. Mown paths can meander through these areas, creating an immersive experience. Adventure play spaces. Sloped yards are a playground designer's dream. Integrate slides that follow the terrain, climbing walls mounted against retaining structures, or zip lines that cross from one terrace to another. With proper safety measures, you can create an exciting backyard that will delight children and adults alike. Materials and sustainability. Terracing a backyard slope often involves moving significant amounts of earth and introducing new materials to the landscape. With thoughtful choices, this process can align with sustainable practices. Use site-harvested stone or soil in retaining walls or berms to minimize transportation costs and maintain a sense of place. Choose permeable paving for patios and pathways to allow water infiltration and reduce runoff. Incorporate rainwater harvesting systems that take advantage of the natural grade, using gravity to distribute collected water for irrigation. Select native plants adapted to local conditions, which will require less water and maintenance once established. Consider walls or features made from reclaimed materials like railroad ties, old bricks, or broken concrete. Install solar-powered lighting along paths and gathering areas to extend usable hours without increasing energy consumption. Planting for success. The right plants can be both the crowning glory of a terraced landscape and its most hardworking inhabitants. Here are some strategies for successful planting on slopes. Anchoring with trees and shrubs. Woody plants with extensive root systems help stabilize the soil. Place larger specimens on wider terraces where they have room to mature, and use smaller shrubs or ornamental grasses closer to retaining walls, ground covers, and soil binders. In areas too steep or narrow for terracing, spreading plants like creeping junipers, vinca, or even certain sedums can create living mulch that holds soil in place. Seasonal interest. Plan for a succession of bloom times, fall color, and winter structure so that the landscape remains engaging year-round. Layering plants of different heights adds depth to each terrace. Irrigation considerations. Slope sites tend to dry out quickly at the top while remaining soggy at the bottom. Drip irrigation systems with pressure-compensating emitters can ensure that each plant receives the right amount of water regardless of its position on the hillside. Maintenance and long-term care. A well-designed terrace landscape can significantly reduce the effort required to maintain a sloped yard, but it doesn't eliminate upkeep entirely. Regular tasks may include inspecting retaining walls for signs of shifting, bulging, or water seepage, clearing drainage channels and weep holes to prevent water buildup behind walls, pruning plants to maintain sight lines and prevent overgrowth that could stress retaining structures, replenishing mulch in planting beds to retain moisture and suppress weeds, monitoring irrigation systems for leaks or clogs, investing in quality. While it may be tempting to cut corners, especially given the potential scale of a terracing project, quality materials and construction will pay dividends in reduced maintenance and repairs down the line. This is particularly true for retaining walls over 4 feet high, which should always be engineered and built by professionals to ensure safety and longevity. Terracing a backyard slope is no small undertaking, but the rewards can be truly transformative. By embracing the unique topography of your property, you open up a world of design possibilities that flat sites simply can't offer. From the practical benefits of erosion control and expanded usable space to the aesthetic pleasures of multi-layer plantings and dramatic grade changes, a thoughtfully terraced landscape turns challenging terrain into an asset. Whether you envision a series of intimate garden rooms stepping down to a tranquil water feature, or a grand entertaining space with sweeping views across your own private amphitheater, the key is to work in harmony with the land. By respecting natural contours, harnessing gravity and water flow, and creating opportunities for diverse plant life, you can craft an outdoor environment that is not only beautiful but also resilient and life-supporting. A terraced backyard is more than just a solution to a topographical problem. It's an invitation to experience your landscape in new ways. As you ascend and descend through the levels, each turn reveals a fresh perspective, a moment of discovery. It's a landscape that encourages lingering, exploration, and connection with the natural world. With careful planning, and understanding of sound construction principles, and a creative eye for the possibilities inherent in your unique slice of earth, you can transform even the steepest slope into a breathtaking terraced retreat. A backyard that not only overcomes the challenges of uneven ground, but celebrates them.